You boy, come closer.
So, oh great Talos.
A bunch of godlike bellends, more like it.
Well, needless to say, we have been watching all of you.
Yes, he is threatening to destroy Phandalin and is using the orcs who bear the markings of Talos to do so.
Before all this happened, I was just running around, just performing for copper.
I believe that to be your problem, not necessarily ours.
Can you drop us out of this, whatever the hell this is, at least nearby one, or are we going to show up where we were before?
Are all their hearts going to be within these trees with idols on them that we saw back at the manse?
Can I take out that map that's got the 3 locations on it and just be like, with those little, like the landmarks, or like, what does that say?
What is it do we need to do? What are you bringing us here for? What's this all about?
You are asking the wrong questions. You need to ask what we can do if you don't help us. What is cracking, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Songs from the Abyss, where 6 of us get together and make dreams come true. I am your daddy mommy, aka DM Ernell Pearson, alongside a few of our friends and wonderful cast here at Songs from the Abyss. Firstly, we have our baby boy. It is DJ Simfix.
What it do, babe?
We also have our bestest friend. It is Pub Master Drax, aka Sam. Yes, exactly. That is the best friend stance. I'm glad to have you here, Sam. We also have the man with a new room. It is the Hellfire and Brimstone himself, Garrick Bartholomew Eaton.
New room, who dis?
It looks good, dude. It looks really great.
Did you do that? Was that all you?
100%. Actually, I worked on it for like 2 days.
Wow.
No,
My wife, like 2 days, like 40 hours
consecutively. No, my wife did this for me as a Christmas gift. Like she bought all new furniture. She painted my room. You guys probably couldn't tell for the most part, but it was like a horrible, awful beige color. I hated it.
Yeah.
Now it is millennial gray.
That's pretty good. Pretty good. Good one,
For sure, man.
So,
it is millennial gray. You're like, all right, you.
Yeah. So, but no, it turned out really well. Lots of awesome decorations. A completely reutilization of the space. My paint space got a complete facelift because like my consoles are on the wall
not your
now.
taint space, your paint space.
No, not my taint space. My taint space that
Taint
could
space,
use
yep.
could use a little work.
Same here.
But like, yeah, no, I got all my anime statues over there. I'm sure it's framed out in this case, but it's over there. I'm pointing. It's over there.
Yes,
and then more statues over there. I'm realizing I have a lot of statues now, or I'm starting to accumulate many statues.
I mean, that's okay. I've got a few statues. I got Chris Redfield right here. That's my favorite statue.
We got Venom, and then I got Spider-Man with Sinister Six, and then I've got Ichigo over here, and then I've got Todoroki and Kaiju number 8 over there.
Ooh, you can Kaiju number 8 one. Nice. Very good choice. I had a Geralt from Witcher one for a while, and a Ed from Black Flag. But those got lost in the move, unfortunately. Heartbroken. Rest in peace.
Yeah, that would crush me a little bit.
Bummer, man. Yeah, kills me. But in the meantime, though, let us kind of get into things. Doing something a little bit differently here because of the way that we do these recordings and stuff for you guys now going forward. We will actually be keeping housekeeping as a sort of little like ad read that we will be doing from now on. A little bit into the episode rather than being at the beginning, just so we can kind of get into the fun and nitty gritty with you guys at home. You don't have to wait around a couple of minutes for that. So we will not be doing that going forward. Instead, we'll go ahead and let you guys know what happened during your last session. Been a couple weeks, so
Yeah.
hang tight, boys. Hang tight here. During oh fuck.
Great start.
Yeah, I know. Great. During your last session,
Daddy,
you
mommy
died.
down.
You all died. Everyone died. TPK, game over, dude. Yeah, this campaign's over. During your last session, you all traveled back into the Neverwinter Woods to make your way back to Phandalin. However, you began to notice strange workings during your travel until the paths you led on. Wow, that was a typo. The paths led you to a large coastal escarpment overlooking a vast ocean that should not be here at the edge of the woods. You all turned to find the forest having been traded for a towering mountain covered in fog and mist, and as the cold chill. Wow, I screwed that up. As the cold chill. The chilled chill. The chilled chill. As the cold chill of the mountain breezed by all of you, Jackal began to hear the loud ringing of steel banging against steel in his ears, while the rest of the party began to hear whispers within the dark gray fog. As the sound called closer, you are all suddenly pulled upwards into the great hall of white marble and gold beams laid upon the floor in front of a gargantuan man seated upon a throne. He then shrunk to human size, and from behind the large bearded man with piercing eyes and is a golden-haired man adorned with wings and white cloths, joined with a brooding man with a long-browed coat. The three introduced themselves as the gods Talos, Lathander, and Morpheus, and they explain that Ormith has been of dire concern to the gods for a long time, and to Talos' frustration has taken control of the anchorites to do his bidding. They know that Ormith is seeking to rebuild his gate and requires these mysterious relics to do so. So these gods task you with acquiring these relics and bringing them to the gods instead of Ormith, explaining that the only ones who know where the relics are properly located are the three remaining anchorites marked on the map found in the manse. Talos gives Jackal a magical dagger to assist in killing his prior followers, and the gods bid you all a farewell. You all awake on the manse floor, realizing this meeting with the gods was but some kind of vision. As you dust yourselves off and begin heading back into the forest, you are left with an incredibly difficult decision. Heed the request of these beings in spite of Ormith, or find the first relic and bring it to the Starbringer before he raises Phandalin and its people to the ground. Tough corner. Tough spot, boys. Tough spot. Before we kick things off for all of you today, for today's session, Cloud has heroic inspiration. My good sir, congratulations. Let's hope you don't forget to use it. Because all of you do.
You want to know something funny?
Yeah, sure.
I had already given it to myself.
Oh, nice. Love that for you. Love that for you.
I knew.
He knew. Yeah, he had a feeling. He had a good feeling. Boys, let us begin. You all awake in the manse and dust yourselves off. You stand up, and as you all sort of make your way out the door with Cloud sort of hollering behind you, "We went through these woods for nothing," echoes across the halls. You all step out, and the forest, just like in your sort of dreamt vision you just experienced, is seemingly bristling. It is filled with now birds and small animals rummaging around the fields. The boars still gather and feed on the grass outside of the manse as you all walk your way back towards the wooded areas of the forest, and you can see foxes and weasels and deer all around you as you kind of step forward further. And Cloud, Jackal, and Boris, you three are sort of leading the group ahead, stepping through these woods. Moonwind and Leon are sort of just paced maybe 5-6 yards behind you, and Falcon sort of off to the side between both groups is pulling out a pipe from within his jacket, filling it with small bits of tobacco, and you guys can see him lighting a match to light this pipe. The dark glow begins to illuminate on his face as he takes his first inhale. You three are sort of just soaking in the sounds of this now seemingly healthy forest, now beginning to heal. What do you three do from here?
I want to make sure this isn't bullshit and pick up some dirt and grass and make sure it is dirt and grass.
Absolutely, yeah. Boris, you sort of kneel down in front of Cloud and Jackal here, and your fingers dig into this small, soft circle of dirt on this trail, and you pick this up in your hand, and you kind of look back towards Cloud, who knows exactly what it is that you're doing, and you open your hand to see dirt and darkened soil and small stones and rocks. What do you do?
Well, at least we're not dreaming.
Yeah. This was another dream, be fucked up.
I'll drop the soil, and then I'll reach into my bag and get my sprig of mistletoe and cast Good Berry.
Excuse me. Well, we now know that we are no longer going back to Phandalin, gentlemen. Is there one of those damn markings on that map in these woods, or are we going elsewhere? I'm going to pull out the map. What is the nearest... Where is the nearest... anchorite to us?
So the anchorite that arguably is closest is the dead Granok, who is at the red symbol on the map. That is where the manse is located at. There are 3 anchorites left. However, there are only 2 markings remaining on the map to symbolize 2 of those 3 anchorites.
The one of them we still have to find on our own.
That's correct.
So the green marking is our true closest anchorite.
Yes, and you guys can assume that green marking being in the vicinity of the Circle of Thunder, that marking could more than likely only symbolize Yargath, the leader of the Talos cult.
I'll point to the green symbol on the map and say, that's our closest target. Does anybody know what these other symbols on the map represent, though?
Didn't they tell us that these symbols, these blue symbols, were marked by Ormith himself, if I remember this correctly?
And Falcon chimes in and he says, yes, I remember the Axe saying that, yes.
So, what if we went to find one of these artifacts and then made our way to one of the anchorites?
Well, I think the god said the anchorites will tell us where the locations are more specifically. Because the markings on the map show where they are, but we're not going to be able to find them unless we kill these anchorites first and make them tell us.
Yeah. But going to this Circle of Thunder seems like a suicide mission.
Quite a bit dangerous. Yes, I don't know if these orcs actually left this forest yet or not, and if they haven't, they're there. They're there at the Circle of Thunder. I promise you, lads.
I want to point to the yellow symbol, and I'll be like, where is this exactly? Is this a landmark of any kind? I don't see anything.
And Falcon sort of looks closely at it, and he says, well, that's the coastal line. Yeah, I believe maybe... Okay. And he sort of points, drags his finger across the cloth of this map, and he points firstly at the lowest blue symbol on this map. And he says, okay, that's Phandalin. And we are here. And he points at the red mark on the map. And he says, the yellow one, if I understand correctly, is the lighthouse. That's the towering lighthouse at the coastline. The shipping lads use that lighthouse to not crash into the rocks on the Sword Coast.
It's not a good thing if the orcs are already there.
Oh, they could be, they could not be. I say, if you ask me, lads, we go to Phandalin, gather our belongings, get ourselves ready for another shiesty quest forth, and move on from there. Maybe we can ask some people around if they have any ideas on how to get to the lighthouse if we need be, but I think we need to gather ourselves back together again.
Honestly, I'm good to get out of these woods.
Sort with that then, lads.
I agree. I concur.
Beautiful. And you all sort of begin to travel your way south of these woods, realizing that the closest way out of the woods is just to get out of the woods, and that means your main goal is the Tribor Trail that leads just south of the woods here. And you all follow Q, stepping behind each other, and notice that the rest you got last night was quite a bit of what you needed after this whole debacle here in this forest. You continue to trudge forward through the woods, and I ask firstly you, Jackal, now sort of making your way out of the woods here, what do you have on your mind, sir?
I think Jackal is just trying to piece everything together in his mind. Like on the outside, you look at him, he just seems like very stone faced, just like we're just trudging, going ahead, moving forward. But in his mind, it's like, why he's trying to rationalize like how these events that have happened to him, and why in this order, why he decides to go with Cloud and go on a spree at a church, and then all of a sudden possess sort of a power of a god for a few seconds, and now is in possession of a god-made weapon.
Yes, and as you sort of waver your thought on this dagger that was given to you, you can feel this sort of heavy weight on your belt line where this dagger is currently sheathed. And it's not a weight of literal weight, so to speak. It's a weight of not knowing what could be. And it's not every day that mortal men get to, one, take the audience of gods, let alone two, be given a gift from gods to fell your enemies. And this dagger is quite questionable at best, so to speak. And Cloud, you also are not very much really saying much as you all are traveling. And Cloud, I ask you the same. What seems to be weighing on your mind the most?
I guess I'm probably considering, like, am I getting anywhere? Am I doing anything right now? Have I been productive in getting, like, the vengeance that I originally set out for? Probably experiencing frustration around an incredible, not lack of results, and kind of, like, getting where I thought I would like to be on my quest right now.
Sure.
And I'm also pondering the new usefulness of Bill to me as a weapon.
Absolutely. And Cloud, you also feel that weight upon your back where Bill lies, and not being able to get the answers right now that you so desperately seek. You do also recognize that you're not very far from those answers, but you are still everly this close all the time. And that has to be frustrating for someone looking to get the revenge that you so deeply desire. And Boris, you sort of leading this group as you guys travel through the woods, you recognize and remember that you have been experiencing these changes, sort of strange occurrences with you, and how much stronger you've been becoming since leaving Phandalin, or even arriving in Phandalin. Where is your mind taking you as you guys head back to town?
How far ahead am I leading this party?
Only a couple feet ahead of Jackal and Cloud.
I'm going to walk a little bit slower so they kind of like pass me up a little bit. And then I'll say, I'm not a God-fearing man. I don't really believe in them. But to be cast in their game doesn't feel very fair.
And Falcon speaks up and he says, well, it's certainly the strangest thing I've ever experienced.
I just don't understand why they wouldn't, or why they would parlay with us.
Well, they must be desperate, I guess. I wonder more so what Myth did to these guys that led them to need, help from the likes of us, I suppose.
What do you guys think?
Jackal kind of like snaps out of it, and he's like, "Shit doesn't make any fucking sense."
Doesn't, lad. Doesn't at all. It's concerning, honestly. If gods are dealing with the man that we're involved with, and they're desperate for help, what are we supposed to fucking do?
Yeah, it's like we're playing small fish in a big fucking ocean. Why are we called upon to hunt the shark? You know?
What about you, Cat? You okay, lad?
I don't give a shit about those gods. It's pretty obvious they're just using us as a means to whatever their frivolous end is. I bet you they're hoping we kill ourselves all in the bunch. No loose ends.
What's stopping Talos from just showing himself to his most devout followers?
It's a fair question. I don't know. I don't know what's sort of inner workings these cunts are up to be honest with you, but I also know too that I don't know who we should trust, whether it's the gods or this star bitch. I don't fucking know.
Neither of them, honestly. One's requested us to go get an item they refused to define. For an objective they refuse to divulge. Others are simply saying we're doing them some sort of godly favor, all in the name of what? Some sort of beef that these individuals have with one another, and apparently we're not need enough to know what that beef is, but we're need enough to know to be sent on their errands.
Why are you mentioning beef? I think you're hungry.
Yeah, beef sounds good.
Beef
Beef does sound good, lads.
Beef sounds great.
It does.
You know what?
Marinate you guys marinate your beef, or is it what do you guys prefer method? Boris, I think you know a good method.
Yeah, you look like a cook man yourself.
I start reaching in to grab my chef's hat. Just
And Boris, as you sort of, with a smile on your face, pull the little top of this hat out from within your coat, you all hear a sort of humming. Not like a strange, uncomfortable, mysterious humming, but someone humming a song. And from just beyond some trees, you hear them sort of bouncing across these leaves and branches, and it's a small voice, and really is only one voice you're hearing. And along with these hums, you hear the flickering of a small fire nearby as well. What do you three do?
About how far is this? Can we gauge that?
You can. Please roll me a perception check, all three of you.
Okay. I'm about to roll a 859. Hogwarts.
23.
I got crack ass 21.
Oh, okay.
16.
Brilliant. You all can see this like orange glow coming from between these trees that are directly south of where you are walking, going in the direction you are traveling. And the humming is maybe 30, 40 feet away.
I would like to climb the nearest tree and like jump along the branches in that direction.
Just
He's just like
immediately pouncing onto a tree.
He's fucking the most skittish cat monk of all
Yeah,
fucking
dude,
time. He's
fucking-
like, people
he's
just
like,
run and
punch
fucking hide.
Cloud, please roll me an acrobatics check.
Hi.
Yeah.
5.
5?
20. What
20. Oh. Like nat 20? You got a nat 20?
Nat 20. Yeah.
Okay.
I just laughed because my modifier is a +7.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, he made that shit. He fucking did that shit.
Yeah, nat 20.
He just
Cloud-
did like the fucking Mortal Kombat teleport, dude. He's just like gone.
Cloud, you sort of with one arm up and just the most graceful leap up onto these branches. You claw your way up the tree, and in this sort of one fell motion, you graze yourself across these trees, and the rest of the group watches as you sort of float your way upward in this dance-like movement, and you disappear sort of into the shadows of the trees above. Boris, Jackal.
I mean, I don't really think these people are that threatening. Jesus fucking Christ.
Not so much. It's not so much that. Can I see them now that I'm up above?
Yeah, roll me a perception check. Let's see how much of this you see.
So you said perception, yes?
Yes.
That's a crack ass 20, 15 plus 5.
Cloud, you notice that, about 30 feet away from the group, that there's this small, very small being sort of sat in front of a campfire. Almost as small, if not smaller, than he is. He has a pot with some sort of liquid boiling within it, and it is on the hot coals right next to the fire, almost buried into the fire itself. And you see him sort of humming and bouncing back and forth while he shakes this pot and stirs whatever this liquid is.
How close am I to him now?
You are maybe 15, 20 feet.
I would like to get to the closest branch possible without him noticing.
Okay. Let's have you roll me. Let's call this a... Let's do a stealth check. Yeah, we'll keep it simple.
He's like crouching dragon, hidden tiger.
13.
That's pretty funny. Pretty good.
That was solid work, Sam. Solid work. 13, you said.
Yeah, 6 plus 7.
Beautiful. Before we get... Yeah.
Like a sleeper agent, dude. Like, my hands.
Before we get to Cloud sneaking up on this person, Jackal and Boris, you two leading Falcon, Leon, and Moonwind, you guys sort of peek and step forward slowly, coming to an open clearing where you see maybe 15 feet in front of you this man sitting in front of this fire. And behind you, you can see Moonwind sort of poking his eyes up over your guys' shoulders, trying to see for himself, and he pipes up and says, "Oh, who's this man?" And kind of going in between each of you, looking over, and you guys can see clouds, darkened stripes on his back of his neck, sort of slowly crawling down this tree that is probably 5 feet away from this man and his fire. The man's facing this tree that cloud is crawling down, as this is the closest tree to him. Cloud, what do you want to do coming this close to him? He hasn't seen you yet.
Excellent. I would just like to say, in a normal, full volume speaking voice, the woods are a dangerous place for the unawares.
And the man, hearing this, sort of falls back and knocks the pot over off of the fire. And he crawls backward and says, who are you, sir?
I would just like to drop down from the tree and just sit crisscross.
Are you
just
sitting,
a monk passing through?
Are you sitting at the fire with him?
If that was the nearest place, I essentially, wherever I landed, I sat.
Okay. And this person is very small. Very, very small. He looks up. Oh, yes. Yeah, of course.
What race is he?
Do you have something that can detect his race for you as a ranger?
I mean, survival maybe to maybe determine.
Well, I asked because if you don't, then I will have you guys roll to see what kind of being this is.
I don't have anything of that nature. No.
Yes,
so he's not like a common race. Then.
Well, actually, we'll make this a nature check. So that'll be an intelligence modifier for you guys.
Okay. One small thing before I ask.
Wow, that's rude.
Only because it may come into play. I speak Sylvan. Does it applicable at all here? And would it affect my knowledge?
That's a good question, actually.
Of beings of the forest.
That is a good question. Let me find out.
That's a good question.
In the meantime, you guys give me nature rolls, please.
Nature.
Okay.
I got a motherfucking.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all I got. I got 8 plus 2, 10.
I got 10 plus 0.
I got 12 plus 0. I think that's 12.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
Cool.
We are not smart. Holy shit.
Well, we're not naturistic, okay, dude?
Yeah.
All right.
We're not naturistic.
Not naturistic. That's okay.
I know words real good.
I know you're a funny word magic, man.
No, Sylvan is not needed here.
Okay, cool.
Cloud. You guys could assume that this is some form of either halfling or gnomish creature or some type of humanoid being that looks humanoid but is just small in feature.
And I want to take a deep inhale and smell was he just cooking a stew or something?
Sure, yeah. I don't think you need a perception check for that. You sort of breathe in this dense air and try to think your way through the moss and dampened leaves. And it was a sort of meat and potatoes style stew that was boiling in this pot.
Did all of it spill out?
Unfortunately, yes, a majority of it has spilled beside the fire.
Poor's like, fuck, Cloud, you made him spill stew.
And when
Make him another one then.
when you say
Remember
this,
that time I saw somebody spill a pot of his chili, fell over on himself.
when you say this person turns and he sees the rest of your guys' group stepping toward him, and he says, "Oh, there's a lot of you here."
What time
Yeah,
of the day
and
is
there's
this?
only-
Is it breakfast or lunch?
It's very early in the morning. Very early. Still dark out.
Okay, sorry. Go
Yeah,
ahead,
it
Cloud.
might be. There might be a lot of us, but there's only one of you, and it's barely. Has the sun risen? Like, are we talking like
It's
the sun? Like
it's rising. Yeah, it's coming.
and the sun's not even over the horizon yet, and you're making an awful lot of noise in orc-filled woods.
There's orcs here?
Scores of them.
And as your guys' group now sort of moves up towards him, it becomes very clear to you now, seeing him up close, without obstruction for you, Cloud, of this fire being in the way or him being a distance away. You all can see that this is a gnome that lays sprawled out onto the floor, and this small gnome kind of looks upwards towards Boris and Jackal, and he sees Leon and Moonwind and Falcon standing in tow, and he says, "Well, orcs are scary, but you're all scarier."
Ha! Good.
Could I offer you a good berry in these trying times?
This is a go-to. Boris is just like an NPC in Fallout. Just talk to. Can I offer you a good?
Would you like a good berry?
Would you like a good berry? I will pull out a
Because-
sprig, and I'll offer him one, and I'll just be like, "They're surprisingly filling. Sorry about your breakfast."
And he sort of hesitantly, he reaches out his hand slowly, and then for a moment pulls it back for a second and looks up at your eyes, and then sort of looks back at the berries and pulls one off the branch. And you see him look back up at you, Boris, with these sort of...
I'm gonna match his action of like pulling one off, and then I'll eat one first.
Sure. And he looks up at you with this sort of darkened look in his eyes. If you could roll me an insight check, please.
Oh! That's 18.
You can see that this small gnome man has a look as if he's kind of seen some shit recently. And he doesn't look happy. He doesn't look necessarily sad. He looks sort of been through the grinder, if you will. Not in physical appearance, but just in this sort of sorrowful look he gives you. And he speaks up and says, "Well, thank you, kind sir. It's been quite a while since I've had some food." And he stands himself up in all 2 feet of his tallness and brushes his pants off with the moss that now covered his clothes. And he looks back towards Cloud and he says, "Well, I could use a friend by the fire if you would all like to join me."
We don't got time for this shit, man.
Is there anything about this gnome, whether in appearance, clothing, equipment that might give us like some sort of insight into their like invocation, or like are they long traveled?
If you're just trying to go based off of what he looks like, let's have you roll a perception check.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have I met a human being before?
And total.
How much, Garrick? Sorry.
10.
10. Not really, no. He does look traveled. His clothes look a little beat up. He looks covered in sort of dirt, but mostly his feet, his shoes, are very worn and covered in mud. He has a Sizely backpack that is sitting not but 5 feet away from him in the fire, off to his right. And he seems like he's been moving along for a long time.
I guess I'm already kind of sitting next to the fire, so I will just ask him what brings him adventuring alone out in the woods.
Well, that is a very long and storied story, if you will. If you all would like to join the fire, I can explain. Well, firstly, my name is Dibble. Good to meet you all.
And he sort of raises his hand up towards any of you that would be willing to sort of shake his small little beady
I will
hand.
like reach out with my very large hand and like
Dap
twin
him up,
cloud.
yeah, for sure.
Cloud for sure. No, like you know, two because his because my hand's gigantic, right? So just give him like a little shake. Twin cloud.
And Dimble, with a big smile on his face, sort of sits back down, now next to you, Cloud. For the rest of you, Jackal, Boris, do you guys join by the fire as well, or how do you guys go about this?
I'll look at Falcon and just kind of shrug, and then I'll go sit down, and I'll just Boris.
Jackal, how about you?
I'll be like, fuck, I guess we're doing this. All right. Come in and sit down.
And Falcon...
Begrudgingly.
Falcon will kind of march up as well, and he just, with a sort of grimace on his face, will look over towards all of you and back towards Dimble, and he'll say, I'll sit up here on the rock. You guys have your fun. I'll keep a lookout. And he sort of finds this large-sized boulder just some feet away and sits up on it with his pipe still lit and continues on. And Moonwind and Leon sort of sit in this spot between the fire and the rock that Falcon is at. And Dimble has this wide smile upon his face as you all sit here at this fire, and he says,
Okay, there's not very many gnomes around here, but I'm from a place called Gnomengard, just in the south mountains of here. And my king is not well, so I've come to try to find some kind of way to help.
and he sort of looks down on the ground and has this small stick that he's just sort of plucking away some dead leaves on the ground around this fire, and you can see the expression on his face changed very quickly in mention of his king not being well.
What is it you think you can find out here?
Oh, well, I don't know, new friend. Anybody that could maybe help, to be honest, would be quite helpful. Um, we have two kings, and one of them has, well, he's gone a little topsy-turvy, if you will.
And he sort of shakes his head back and forth as his hair sort of bounces with it in reflection.
He says, King Korbos has been causing quite a ruckus for us, and I was just hoping to find somebody that could help him, I don't know, change back. He's been crazy. He's been doing things that don't make any sense, and our people are fearful.
I'm gonna look up at Cloud. You have sign language, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna assign to you Thrargrass.
Hmm.
And then I'll sign Ormith.
What's your other king doing about your crazy king?
Well, he's kind of just trying to ignore it. You see, they're lovers, and we have two kings in Normangard, and he's just distraught. He doesn't know what to do with Korbos. Nerkly is not sure what the answers are, but he won't listen to any of us. He is saddened.
Did you have any dealings with the previous dwarf king in the area?
Dwarf King? Well, I mean, us gnomes don't...
Progress.
Oh, Thragris. I've heard of Thragris, but, no, I mean, gnomes do not really, well, have dealings with other creatures, to be honest with you. You all are probably the first, non-gnomes I've talked or spoken to in quite some time.
Have these changes maybe started when there was a stranger that showed up, perhaps?
Well, that's a fair question. Not a stranger, no, but definitely when the dragon came around. You do know about the
I
dragon.
exchanged
right?
looks with everyone. I'm like, like,
Now that you've found someone, Dimble, 3 someones, as a matter of fact. What?
like 5.
5 someones. Why?
6.
Possibly, yeah, 6 someones. Sorry. You found several someones.
There might be 7. There might be a 7.
What are you going to do now? We have, oddly enough, seemed to be running into individuals such as yourself lately that seem to have an overabundance of odd tasks. Would you like to just stack yours up against it? Because we seem to be running a merry band of strange errands for gods and other such beings. Don't concern yourself with that right now. I know it's probably that's a lot of information. But you know what? We can do kings too.
He's like, bro, give me the side quest, dog. I'm tired of this shit already.
Oh my god! What else you want me to do? If it's on the way, I'll fucking do it, dude. I'll fucking do it.
Help me help you, Dimble.
Yeah, because I want to come back here and I have to go back. And I want to.
And
He's just got
Dimble,
this He's on tell me what you fucking need.
Dimble looks around at all of you, and he has a sort of half smirk on his face, and he says,
You know, unfortunately, I don't think there is much that you all can do. I don't know. I don't even know really what I was looking for out here. I don't know. No, I'm not sure. I I don't even know what's wrong with my king.
Did any of your kings come across any large amount of wealth recently?
Oh no, we're a poor bunch, my friend. Very poor bunch. Well, I mean, really, we mostly just craft. We craft magical items and we craft other sort of objects to sort of help us live our simple gnomish lives, if you will.
So you deal with goods and services.
Yes, of course, yes. Well, that's what us gnomes are best for, is goods and services. However, a couple of us have been, well, disappearing of recent, and we don't know where those few of us are.
Well, if you don't know, I guess that's all we can do, right, guys? All right.
So no money, tough shit. I'm out of here.
You don't know where they are? Well, I don't know where we're gonna find them. So
He's like, "Oh, you're a gnome? No money? Yeah, I'm out of here, dude. I'm out."
yeah.
I am going to pull out my map, kind of unroll it, and give it to Dimble. Mark where you're from on that map. Mark where your people went missing on that map.
You think he knows how to fucking write?
I don't care, Jekyll.
And Dimble looks
He's
at
poor.
this large scrolled out fabric with markings and colors upon it, and he looks down and he says,
I don't know. I don't know. I've just been traveling. I know the way back. I don't know where it's at on this. What? I don't know. I don't know.
How many days away is it?
For a gnome or for you?
For you.
I have been traveling for maybe 18 moons and 17 suns.
A fortnight? This gnome has been traveling a fortnight into these fucking woods. Oh my hell, gentlemen.
and
He
Falcon
needs to build in Fortnite.
and and Falcon starts coughing from his pipe on the boulder just behind you, and Ian, sort of hacking up this air, turns and he says, "A fucking fortnight, lad. What are you doing traveling out here on your own anyways?" And
I swear to God, if you say I don't know, Dimble.
Dimble turns towards Falcon and looks back towards you, Cloud, and he says,
I needed help. I didn't know what to do, so I packed up my stuff. I grabbed just enough food for a little gnome man myself, and I made my way forward. And I just needed to find something.
In the woods, there's there's towns nearby. Dimble.
Towns don't humans and tieflings and all you bigger creatures. None of you are familiar with us, None of you like us, so that we keep our own. We take care of our own, and we isolate. We take care of ourselves. I don't know if any of you would ever even trust me. This is my first time talking to anything that's not been a gnome in ages, honestly.
Cloud, his eye starts twitching. Like just uncontrollably, just sits there silent,
and
bewildered by this gnome's logic.
I think it's. I go up to Boris. I think this guy's a lost cause, man. I think we just gotta, let's just.
For all we
losses
know, a
and get
fortnight
back.
could be 2 hours away from here.
Let's just cut our losses. And let's get out of here. Okay? Let's just leave him. We got bigger shit to do, bigger fish to fry.
We can tell that he's obviously lost, correct?
And Falcon sort of steps down from the boulder and he walks over towards Dimble and he kneels down onto one knee and he says, "Okay, Dimble, do you know where Phandalin is? Have you ever been to Phandalin? Ever heard of Phandalin?" And Dimble looks back and he says,
Oh, yes, I know Phandalin. We used to trade with Phandalin.
and Falcon sort of looks towards you guys and he says, "Maybe we take him there. We can take him to Phandalin."
Wonderful. I'm literally going to pick him up, start walking.
And as you sort of pick him up, he
Grab his things.
Hi ho, it's off to Phandalin we go.
And as you pick up Dimble, he sort of starts shaking and yelling out and saying,
Don't pick me up so aggressively.
and he starts swinging, trying to punch you, and he's very obviously upset with how aggressively you have picked him up. And Cloud, if you could give me an opposed athletics check, please.
All right. I got a 5, but I'm gonna use my heroic inspiration.
Oh, okay.
It's like, we can't lose this. We can't lose this.
Please roll one.
Cloud, I
What
need.
what it was it strength?
Yeah, that's athletics. Yes.
Oh, athletics.
I need to
my
take a
athletics
photo
plus 4,
of
so
this.
15,
For
17,
you
19
guys.
total.
19
'Cause my-
total.
Yeah, 15 plus 4. I'm really glad I re-rolled.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
Send it in the chat.
Yeah, I'll send this guys to you here.
This motherfucker
You roll that 20, dude. He's like, "Get your hands off me."
get fucking cold cocked by a gnome, dude. That shit would be embarrassing.
Quite the opposite, actually.
Oh damn! I manhandled the fuck out of him.
Oh no way.
Cloud, you grab Dimble from his shirt and you're holding him up, and he's shaking and swinging his arms around, his legs around, and he ends up swinging hard enough that as you're sort of trying to put him sort of on your shoulder for a second, he swings upward and hits himself hard enough to sort of now become loose. And Dimble sort of just falls silent suddenly. Cloud, what would you like to do with Dimble sort of passed out?
I'll just shit, and then I'll toss him over my shoulder and keep walking.
Just put him in
Yeah,
your
like,
backpack.
I just
What
sit there.
the fuck?
And you can see Moonwind kind of parade over, and he'll say, I can take care of him for you. And he'll sort of grab Dimble off your shoulder, kind of like a cat stooped on you as he slides down. You can see Moonwind sort of pick him up as if he's a baby and slowly hold him on his shoulder. And you guys all sort of
He did that himself. Y'all saw that, right?
Dude, Phandalin PD is not going to believe this shit. Like, what the fuck? You know? Like,
Just make sure you don't forget any of his things.
You all turn, and with Dimble on Moonwind's shoulder here, passed out, and you all ready to continue moving, Falcon stops in his tracks, and he turns towards all of you and he says, "Do you feel that?"
I don't know. Do we feel it?
If all of you would like to roll a perception check, you can. Yes.
Do we feel it, DM?
Oh, I definitely feel it. Nat 20, baby.
Oh, okay.
He's off. I feel it in my loins.
Feel it, dude. Feel it everywhere.
15
man.
plus 5.
I got a 19.
Everyone sort of falls silent, and you can feel this sort of small shaking in the ground beneath your feet. And the shaking becomes more of a rumbling, and you can feel the dirt underneath your feet begin to sort of tilt and slide, and the ground around you begins to sort of shift, and Falcon looks down and he says, "What are these rocks?" And he sees...
Earthquake? I'll say out loud.
He'll see around all of you 4 sort of areas where the dirt and soil and grass begins to sort of slowly move into a sort of whirlpool style warp into the ground, and these holes are maybe 10 feet by 10 feet wide. These are huge sort of sink pits falling into the ground around where you all were. And from these pits, you can now see 2 large sort of brownish gray limbs begin to poke out from the center of these holes, and you can hear do as from these pits of sand comes this large mound begin to move upward. And when all of the dirt and gravel falls down off upon these creatures, you can see this large sort of strange cockroach-like face with large insect-like body and legs kind of crawling out from underneath it. And it crawls out, moves forward, and one of them screeches towards all of you. Boris.
I would like to throw the gnome at it. I wouldn't do that.
Oh my god. Okay. Are you serious, bro? Are you serious, dude?
That's a blatantly evil act. Fuck no. But if this was Baldur's Gate 3.
When this large insect-like creature screeches towards all of you, from within its mouth are 2 large pincer-like claws that exit from their mouths. And Falcon, with his hands on his bow, pulls an arrow from it, looks towards you, Boris, and says, "Well, fuck me, right?" Please roll initiative, gentlemen.
Fuck, dude.
All right.
8. I got. Wait. 8 plus. It's 13.
14.
19.
we begin combat, and these creatures leaping towards all of you now. You can see this dirt sort of firing up from underneath their feet, and it is shockingly appalling seeing what these creatures look like.
Gross.
We start off with Boris, my good sir. What would you like to do first?
Hey, Cloud, do you want to beat up Aunt Keg Abby?
Yeah, you got it.
Okay. I will pull the old bow and arrow. I'm going to shoot Abby.
You shoot Abby? Okay.
Yeah. I like how we just give these all like names.
That's okay. That is all right. That's what we do here for it.
I got a 17 to hit.
17 to hit. Okay. That definitely hits, sir. Go ahead and give me damage.
Okay. So, where's it at? Also, with my mastery, it'll be slowed by 10 feet. And
Okay.
this is going to be all force damage.
Force damage. All right, sir.
Okay, that's actually a really big hit. Let's see. I got 17 damage.
All right, brilliant. All right, and Boris, you are shooting Ankeg A with your bow, right?
Yeah.
Do me a favor really quick. Could you put your hand over the front of your camera and then uncover it? You're like blurred and out of focus. Nope, that didn't fix it. That is weird.
Let me try this real quick.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know why I did that. Hold on. Let's see if this helps, maybe. I don't know.
There you go. That's better.
There we go.
That's way better, yes.
Sweet.
Boris, you knock this arrow and you let off this shot, and this arrow sort of in this crazy motion spirals over and around Falcon's shoulder straight into this Ankeg, and you can see the arrow go straight into the side of its neck as it leaps upward and screeches out. You can see its legs begin to stomp forward as it comes back onto its limbs. Boris, anything else with your turn?
Yeah, so I attacked Ankeg A. I would like Cloud to beat the shit out of it, but I'm gonna make some space here. So I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go 5, 6.
Okay.
I'll get some distance.
All right.
That is my turn.
And next, we shall go to Cloud.
Sweet. I am going to be just moving right in that mother's space, getting right up in that 5-foot range so I can beat the brakes off this fucking bug, dude.
All right.
The old
all right.
big twist.
And how
Like
are
when
you?
those things came out of the ground, I just literally squared the fuck up, like just a pivot, you're like, all right, here the fuck we go.
All right. So you're just gonna throw those rocks?
Oh yeah, dude, just fucking straight to a good old 2-piece fucking combo, just an unarmed strike with a follow-up unarmed strike.
All right.
Actually, since there's so many to do, we will do a Fury of Blows. So it'll be an unarmed and then a Fury of Blows. And then a
Brilliant.
key
Okay.
fueled. So
Okay.
it's going to be 1, 2, 3 attacks total from me.
All right.
You want me to roll for all of those
Yeah.
hits
yeah,
at
yeah.
once?
Just knock them out all in one. Yep.
We know 17 hits.
16 plus 7. So first one hits. 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 on the second one. 17 on the third.
Okay. So you got 17, 14, 17, you said?
So it was 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 20, 23, 14, 17.
Okay, all 3 hit, my good sir. Go ahead and roll your damages.
Nice. Okay, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6. All 3 hit. Good shit. Damages for unarmed strikes. 1d4 plus 5. So first one is 7. The second is 8.
Okay.
Third is 9.
Nice. And Cloud, you roll up on this Ankeg and you give it this initial just clean fucking uppercut straight to its midsection. And as you're letting off these consecutive shots, this Ankeg is backing up away from you as it's sort of falling upon itself. As it's falling over and its limbs sort of give out from underneath it, it falls onto its midsection here. It's not quite dead, but you notice this sort of greenish goo falling from its mouth. Cloud, anything else for your turn, sir?
Nope.
Beautiful. And next we go to Jackal.
Okay. I'm just gonna gang rush fucking Ankeg Abbey. So I'm gonna go.
Yeah, if you guys
5,
want to. Yeah.
10, 15, 20. I'll be in range right here. I'm gonna use Storm Fang. It's like my dagger.
Okay.
Stab the fuck out of this thing.
All right. So, Jackal, go ahead and roll me to hit.
Oh, can I use sneak attack on this? Do I have advantage?
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. If you'd like to. It is technically within range of Cloud, so.
All right, bet. So I'm gonna roll, see if I hit. Let's see if I hit. Does a 22 hit?
A 22 does hit, my good sir, yes.
Just making sure, dude, making sure.
Yep.
All right, so that is 1d4. A little d4. 8 plus 2d6. 2d6. 8 plus 6. That's 14. 6 again. Holy shit. 20. That's 20 damage total.
Sweet. Jackal, finish him for me.
I just run up, and that looks like is that like a root? Am I like
yes,
where I'm
yeah,
standing?
yeah,
Is that
very
like
much so. Yep.
I just run. I pick myself off the roof and plunge the dagger straight in this fucking thing's head, man.
And when you do this bug-like creature trying to stand up on its legs feels you jumping on its back as that blade enters the back of its head here. You stab this creature and its legs go out from underneath it again, and you feel it collapse lifeless in front of all of you. Anything else,
Fuck
Jackal?
you, Abby. Jackal just fucking just wipes up, and then he just wipes the blood off of his bracer.
The bug goo.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, all right. And next we go to the Ankegs. And these all three of the yank kegs now sort of marching towards all of you in this sort of open area start to burrow their way back into the ground. You see their feet and claws dig into this dirt as he very quickly start to bury into the soil. You see their large, strange lobster-like tails flip and flack their way back into the ground, and all three are submerged yet again. You can feel the earth become loose around you once more, but you cannot see where these creatures have gone. And we move to Falcon. And Falcon sort of turns towards Moonwind and Leon, and he says, "Take the little lad and get the fuck out of here." And Moonwind and Leon both sort of, with nods, move south out of this open area with the passed out Dimble on Moonwind's shoulder. And Falcon sort of moves in closer towards you, Cloud, with his bow ready. He aims towards an area between two rocks just maybe 15 feet away and prepares to let off a shot here. And now we move towards Boris.
I'm going to put my bow away and take out the short sword and scimitar.
Okay.
I would like to move 2, 3. Let's go right here.
Okay.
And I'm going to take the dodge action.
The dodge action? Okay. All right.
Yep.
I like it, sir. Next, we go to Cloud.
Let's see here. I actually am. Where are the actions at? I will move to kind of like position myself kind of like back to back with Falcon.
Okay.
Assuming they're still like they're coming after us. And then I will spend a key point and use patient defense.
Oh, okay.
And prepare myself for their oncoming attack.
What does that do? Could you read that for me?
It allows me to take the dodge action as a bonus action on my turn.
Sweet. Okay. Okay. And that will be Jackal.
Shit, huh? I'll just rendezvous with the main man Boris. 5, 10, 15. And kind of just like back to back, and you know what I'm saying? Just I'll take my other dagger out, my normal dagger. I kind of just like, you know,
Sure.
ready to piece a motherfucker up.
Okay. Okay. And that will be back to the Ankegs. And gentlemen, these Ankegs begin to move the dirt around you once more, just some feet closer inward towards all of you. You can see the dirt begins to soften and remove itself from underneath some of your feet, and you can see the small talons pull up again from underneath you. Cloud and Falcon, you feel one of these Ankegs bellow from underneath the ground behind you, kicking up this dirt and soil and rocks up into the air, and with the like screech coming towards you, it lets off one large talon towards Cloud. And Cloud, your AC, sir.
18.
18, all right. Okay. And Cloud, you can see this claw coming your way as it swipes downward. You are able to sort of push Falcon just a little bit to open up the space between you two when that claw falls right into the ground between the both of you. And Ankeg C starts to sort of crawl its way over towards you as well, Falcon and Cloud. And you can see it sort of start to prance over, and its large, gaping pincers reach out towards you, Cloud, as well. And you are able to sort of read this Ankeg coming towards you. As its large pincers squeeze in, you duck underneath its bite.
With that Zen mode, dude, I'm just like... it's like that's what I imagine patient defense does, is like you just lock the fuck in on your senses.
Mm-hmm. And now going to Ankeg D. Actually, I kind of did this in reverse because I'm doing bulk here. Ankeg B begins to sort of screech and crawl its way up towards Jackal and Boris. And you guys can feel its longing presence for you directly as it locks in on you instead of the others. We now go to Falcon, and Falcon from under his coat, instead of his bow, pulls out a small knife and begins to very visibly thrust it towards Ankeg Carry, is what we'll call him. And Falcon makes a hit on it. Of course. Of course, right? Does 5 points of damage. And
Falcon go.
Falcon feels that blade dig into the back of its head as it sort of lifts up and screeches. Falcon still has his hands on the dagger as he goes flying upward towards the head of the Ankeg, and he's not letting go of this blade. Next now is actually Boris. Sir, what would you like to do?
So I got both my weapons out. I'm going to go... We can see Ankeg, Beatrice.
All three of the Ankegs are above ground right now, yes.
Okay, cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to ready in action. And I would like to wait for Jackal to flank it on the other side, and then I will take my attack when he gets in position.
Okay, so what are you readying for?
I'm readying my attack action against Ankeg B. We're going to see if we can one-shot it.
Gotcha.
On his turn.
Okay. I like it. And you're anticipating Jackal's sneak attack on it, right?
I want Jackal to move right here in this square that's like flanking it. I don't know if that's pinging it, but
Sure. Okay, so he's gearing up with you, Jackal, so he's gonna be waiting for you. And now we go to Cloud.
Yeah, right there.
All right. Seeing Falcon land the blow on Ankeg Carry, I will turn and move to strike the Ankeg that is now already injured. Using this time, I'll kind of bust out the old claws.
Sure.
Just because it's a different attack. It's 1d6 rather than 1d4. Sure. And I'll do my just Cat's Claws and a regular unarmed follow-up with Cat's Claws, so only 2 attacks. Also, I realized for Fury of Blows it's 4, so I should have rolled for 4 attacks on the last one. Okay. Just saying that out loud, so people, if you hear me say, if I'm doing a regular plus Fury plus flurry plus key fueled, it's 4, not 3. So if you hear me say 3, correct me.
Okay, sounds good.
All right. So raw 17 on the first hit plus 7. And then 19 on the second one, 17 or 12 plus 7.
Okay, sweet.
So 24 and 17.
That
Or 19, sorry.
They definitely both hit, my good sir. Go ahead and roll your damage.
26 plus 5. I can get my dice. All right, so first is 7. Second is also 7.
Okay. And this is Ankeg carry. 14 points of damage total. And Cloud, as you sort of start slashing upwards into this sort of mid-body of this large insect, you can feel your claws entering into the shell of its abdomen and exiting out with this green goo following along with it. And both strikes begin to make this Ankeg start to shiver and shake as it backpedals away from you. And Falcon, still hanging on to his dagger, begins to sort of swing back and forth. And he says, "Fucking hell!" And he lets go of the blade and comes barreling down towards the ground. Cloud, anything else for your turn, sir?
Nope.
All right.
Actually, I'll use patient defense again since there's 2. I'm still might as well use them key points to take advantage of not getting hit.
Sure.
You roll them disadvantages, Daddy Mommy. You roll them disadvantages.
And Jackal, it is now you, sir.
All right, so I'm just gonna run away.
That is an option. You guys can do that.
Oh, fucking shit.
I'm just gonna bing and bomb right here. I'm bomb right here. Right.
Jackal starts running away. Boris is like, bro, what the fuck?
Bro, what the fuck, dude?
All right. So he moves into position. I'll take my attack action.
Yes. And
All right, so it's
Jackal, are you also making an attack as well?
No, I'm just gonna scream at it.
Okay, for sure,
yeah, I'm
for
actually
sure.
gonna make an attack.
Okay, let's have both of you roll to hit. Go ahead and both roll to hit.
All right.
Well, this is my full attack action. I got 3 attacks on it.
Yep. Yeah, I know. Go ahead and
21
roll.
does a 21 hit?
Okay, and Boris, go ahead and give me all of them.
All right, I got a 16 on the first one to hit.
Okay.
Second is a 25 to hit.
Okay.
And then the third is oh my god, I rolled a fucking 19, dude. I was so close. I got a
All
26
4 of
to
your
hit.
guys' hit. Go ahead and roll for damage, boys.
I'm gonna roll my damage
I-
at once here.
I use sneak attack again. Sneak attack.
Okay, yeah,
Use
for sure.
Sneak attack again.
So
All
this
right.
is my 3 attacks plus 15. Got it.
All right, we got it's, that's 5, that's 7
Yep.
7 plus 4, 11 plus 4 again, 15.
Sorry, I gotta calculate this shit with NASA real quick. Hold on.
Sure.
Yeah,
See with
so
NASA.
5, so yeah, with NASA. Sorry, big numbers here. I almost
Yep.
rolled max damage on all attacks.
Okay.
So I got 5, 10, 15, 20, 32, 33 damage.
Nice. Gentlemen, let's have you do this as a collaborative effort here. Finish him for me.
Fucking spit roasted. Done. End of story.
Jackal, how would you like to collaborate in this ending of this Ankeg, if you will, with Boris?
You want me to go first since you're sneak attacking?
Yeah, you go
I can
first
be the
and then-
distraction. Okay. So the Ankeg is like facing me, and I'm just all like, you're gonna die. You're gonna fucking die. So like, I just, as soon as Jackal moves in, I just like short sword stab, and then the scimitar just goes like 2 quick slashes, just a little sling, and the last one is the force damage hit, so it's like crazy looking. And then it pushes the Ankeg back a little bit, and then Jackal does what he does now.
Sure.
Yeah. I'm gonna just go in, the 2 daggers, just plunge into it, and then I'm gonna push myself and then like push my legs onto it, pull the daggers out, and do a backflip. All cool, like, you know what I'm saying?
Hell fucking yeah, I'm here for it. And this Ankeg sort of stumbles onto its back legs and hind body, and you see its tail sort of flicker and flap upward as it calls out yet again. And its legs give out for its body sort of falling over onto its side. And Ankeg Billy Bob is now dead. My fine gentlemen, we go to Ankeg C. Both of these Ankegs now sort of moving very erratically, and seeing these 2 creatures now sort of moving into an attack position. Now both begin to burrow their way underground yet again. And we move to Falcon, who is now on the ground in front of just 5 feet away from you, Cloud. You see him sort of get himself back up, and his bow is now a few feet away from him as well, and he crawls over to his bow. And he looks up at you, Cloud, and he says, "God, I'm so fucking tired of fighting fucking monsters, lad."
You get used to it.
And we now go back to Boris.
Could I try and perceive where one will pop up at?
You will have to roll really high to do it. So yeah, you can make an attempt.
Could
You can
I
make an
track
attempt.
it? Actually, could I track it?
Are you wanting to do? Yeah. Oh, okay. Like just your tracking skills.
Yeah. I just want to try to track one and figure out where it's gonna go.
Okay, let's have you roll a perception check then. Or actually, no. Sorry, a survival check. Survival check.
Oh my god, it's not even in the thing. That is a... Ooh, probably not. I got a 15 total.
So you sort of start looking down towards the ground, and you're looking for any signs of this Ankeg, and you are looking for some kind of mound of dirt to be moving even just kind of slowly, rocks moving side to side, and you see nothing.
Right. I will sit still and... Take the dodge action.
Sure. Okay. Then we
Yeah,
shall.
that's my turn.
We shall make it Cloud then.
Okay. I want to climb this tree right here.
Which one? Oh, okay. All right. Well, let's go ahead and have you roll me an acrobatics check, please.
All right. Skills. Acrobatics 16, 21, 22, 23.
Sweet. And Cloud, yeah, you sort of immediately turn, and on all 4 limbs, you start rushing your way up the side of the tree here. And you get probably a good 20, 30 feet up this tree. It's a pretty hefty sized tree. One of definitely the older ones here in Neverwinter Woods, and you make your way up pretty high. What are you wanting to do on this tree?
I'm just gonna kind of stay there for now. I'm kind of
Okay.
I'm gonna like keep watch of the battlefield from there.
Okay. Are you wanting to do anything as a reaction action on this? Or are you just wanting to watch, generally speaking? So a reaction is if you want to anticipate a specific action an enemy will make, you can respond to it when it triggers and happens.
I mean, that'd be cool, but I don't really know what I can do.
Sure. Okay. No, that's fine. That's fine. You can do anything. So, like, just for future reference, it's readying an action. So what Boris had just done, where he was waiting for it to come out and strike, or waiting for Jackal to make a move, he was able to ready and prepare his swing at the same time as Jackal. So you can do pretty much anything you would like. But if you don't predict the movement correctly, you have to roll at a disadvantage. So it's one of those high risk, high reward type things. So,
well, if you ready the action and the trigger doesn't happen, then you just don't get the action. That's kind of the downside to it.
Yeah, depending on the thing, I would have you roll at disadvantage or not have it happen. Yeah. Just kind of depends on the thing. Yeah.
I'm okay. Well, like I want to jump on it if it. That's what I want to do.
Sweet. Okay. Oh. Okay. I will ask you then, do you have an area you are predicting for it to come out from? Okay. Okay. All right. I like it. I like it. And Cloud, that will be the end of your turn for now?
Yes.
Sweet. That will be Jackal.
Okay. Shoot. I kind of just, I'll get on this little route.
Okay.
And, I'll holster my blades. And I'll pull out my crossbow. Just like.
Okay.
Scan.
Okay. All right. I'm into it. I'm into it. And. Sorry, 1 second here. Trying to do something at the same time. God damn it. There we go. Okay. And Jackal, will that be the end of your turn, sir?
Yes.
Yes, absolutely. And you guys can see the dirt begin to sort of burrow again once more out of the ground, and from here you see these pancakes burst out like a whale from water. Here in front of you, Cloud, Ankeg C, Carrie, is in the spot you had predicted. Let's have you roll me an acrobatics check to do this leap off the tree.
$18, $19, $20, $21, $22, $23, $24, $25.
Absolutely, you fucking do this. So, Cloud, you leap off the tree, and in sort of slow motion, you all can see Cloud's large silhouette leaping downwards onto the back of this Ankeg. And Cloud, I ask you really quick, how are you trying to brace yourself landing on top of the Ankeg?
Oh, claws out, dude. Just
claws straight into the shell.
Ripping this, yeah.
And you leap onto its back, and you can see your claws dig into the top of its neck, just behind its head. And it starts to sort of move and spin around in a circle, trying to get you off of it. Ankeg D comes out of the ground, barreling the dirt away from its body, and it lands on the dirt, falling on top of you, Jackal. This Ankeg, in one swift motion, brings down a limb towards you. And Jackal, what was your AC again?
My AC 16.
Thank you, sir. All right. And plus. Okay. And it will do 7 points of damage towards you, Jackal. The Ankeg's leg slams down on Jackal's shoulder, and you can see Jackal move out of the way, but just a little bit too late as the limb lands down on you. You can see a large scrape go down your side. And now we move to Falcon, who knocks his arrow and lets off one shot towards Ankeg C with a normal arrow. You see this arrow fell right into its side. And okay. Does 7 points of damage there. And Falcon, as he lets off that shot, lets off the arrow and sort of tucks and rolls in the direction left to go closer towards the Ankeg. And he looks at Cloud and he says, "Fucking kill it, lad!" And now we move back to Boris.
You better get them daggers ready, Jackal, because I'm about to come in here as the Ninja Blender, dude. I'm going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to take all my attacks on Ankeg, Deborah.
Deborah, sure. Yeah, let's do it.
One. Let's go. All right, let's roll all of my attacks here. That might actually miss. That's a 11.
That does miss, yes.
Oh, okay, so 11 misses. So I got one hit for sure because that's a 22.
Okay.
And then I got a 13 to hit on the last one.
Okay. And the second one does hit.
Okay,
the other two do not.
Okay, so that is a scimitar strike, and this will be with the force damage. That is a total of 16 damage.
All right, sweet. And Boris, as you swing your first strike towards the Ankeg, you see it sort of back up in a very cockroach-like movement away from you. And you can see it try to sort of leap forward on your second strike with a bite, and what it does, you strike it across the face, cutting off one of its pincered jaw teeth around its mouth. And your third strike goes towards it, but it already backed up again with another screech in front of it from the pain of the second attack. Boris, anything else with your turn, sir?
That's all I got.
All right, sir. We now go to Cloud. You are on top of the Ankeg, sir.
Oh, yeah, baby.
What are you doing, my friend?
He's all animal handling. I want to mount it.
Unarmed strike. And Fury of Blows.
Oh, okay. All right. He's doing it. He's doing the thing. All right.
4. You're just
going 4 attacks.
We're just going for it.
He's just
going for it. Fuck them key points.
Give them to me, my friend.
They get regenerated. They come back.
They do. Yeah, they do.
They're meant to be spent. Usually in combat, I always feel like I regretfully don't spend my key actively enough. So I'm trying to do the opposite of that.
Yeah, that's the beauty of being a monk, man.
Sorry, I gotta get back to the actions page. 26 on the first one.
Okay.
9 on the second.
Okay, that one misses.
14 on the third.
Okay.
22 on the fourth.
Okay, 3 of the 4 hit. Second one does not.
Okay, these are regular unarmed strikes, not cat's claws, so 1d4.
Sweet.
So first one is 7.
Okay.
Second one is 9. That's max damage.
Okay.
You said 3 hit?
3 hits, sir, yes.
That's 7 on the third.
Cloud, how are you finishing them?
Oh, excellent. I'm so glad this fucking thing's dying. Dude, because I'm not like, I don't know if you guys have noticed, like between like when Moonwind and I fight, like Moonwind actually does flowy bullshit monk stuff and I don't. With that being said, I am going to clasp both of my hands and from the back smash its skull in. 3 strong strikes until it just crumples to the fucking ground.
Cloud, you have that first sort of hammer fist land on the back of its head, and when it makes that impact, you feel it sort of shoot and shove forward. So when your second one comes, you kind of slide off a little bit, but you brace yourself again and land both of the shots right afterwards. And you can feel this Ankeg's legs give out from underneath it, falling forward like a falling tree, and you slide off of its back looking so fucking cool, my good sir. Cloud, anything else with your turn?
I'm just gonna spit on it. I fucking hate bugs.
Damn, dude,
No,
he
he's
just
about to like
posted
tear it
that
open like
fucking
some,
dork.
some fucking like lobsters just fucking like just
It is now Jackal's turn, sir. Go ahead.
all right, brothers. Okay, so kind of like, man, fuck. You hit, so I holster my crossbow and I just take out my dagger. He's like, all right, fuck this, and then I make an attack.
Okay. You can sneak attack this, by the way.
Okay, awesome. Does a 21 hit?
It does, yes, absolutely.
Awesome. I was gonna sneak attack this thing. I'm gonna roll for the little that is, what is that? Oh, that's a 4. Okay. Oh no, that's a 2. 2 plus 5, 7, and then sneak attack this. 7 plus 4, that's 11 again.
Okay.
And 4 again. So 15. 15.
Okay. And that was for your hits or for your damage?
Damage.
Damage, gotcha. Okay. And sweet. And Jackal, you sort of start swinging away with these daggers on the back of this Ankeg, and you have a perfect shot at the section between its abdomen and its tail, and you start just swinging away on this fucker, and you can feel it sort of flinching its tail every single time that you're making another strike into its body. That green goo is now covering you all over. Jackal, anything else with your turn?
That's it.
Okay.
Brother.
And now we go to Falcon. And Falcon sort of knocks his next arrow, and he's sort of trying to hold it firmly in place as he's aiming while the Ankeg is moving erratically. He lets that shot off, and it goes forward and lands right in between the eyes of the Ankeg, dealing 7 damage to its head.
Damn,
here.
Falcon.
The thing's flailing, man.
It's flailing around like crazy, and you guys can see that green ooze falling from its mouth as it's moving around more erratically. You guys can see the Ankeg sort of step forward towards Boris, and Boris, it will make a move on you with a bite attack. What was your AC again, Boris?
My AC is now 17.
Beautiful. And this bite with large pincers comes towards you. And as it comes towards you again, it falls onto its own face as its claws bury into the dirt just at your feet. We now go back to Boris. Your turn, sir.
Oh boy. Time to die. Alright, I got 1 hit for sure. That's a bigger number. That's 2 hits for sure. The lowest I rolled to hit it was a 20.
Okay, all hit.
So that's. I just want to tell you the numbers here. I'm rolling 3d6 plus 1d8 plus 15.
Boris.
No, let me do this.
Yep.
It's actually only 25 damage total.
Sure.
That was fast,
Only
man.
25.
Only 25, no big deal.
Go ahead and finish him, Boris. How are you doing this?
It does the thing where it like does its little last attack to try to hit me, and I'm just kind of like do like the cool fucking like anime step back, where I'm just like, and then it's just gonna be like fucking, just stab and then just like fucking carve it, you know, like like it's rotisserie.
Absolutely. And this Ankeg, as it's getting its strikes from Boris, tries to stand up once more, and Boris's final strike goes right into the section between its head and its neck, and the head comes loose from the body, rolling towards your feet, Boris.
We got a trophy. Fuck yeah.
The Ankeg is now dead. And you guys hear the stark silence of no more creatures nearby. And Falcon, sort of heavy breathing, comes up from behind you, Boris, and he says, "Fucking go to work, lad."
I'm gonna start wiping my blades clean. I'm gonna sheath them.
And Cloud Jackal, what do you guys do here after this? Watching these roaches be felled.
I'm just kind of like putting my fist into like the dirt to get like, you know, all the goo and the crud off. And I'm just gonna say, can we please get out of these goddamn woods?
Hey, man, you wanted to talk to that fucking gnome.
Yeah, we probably just saved that gnome's life inadvertently because he was gonna get eaten by those fucking things if we didn't. But can we still go?
I mean, he did travel a fortnight, so if he can survive Fortnite, I think he can survive a lot of things.
His ass was gonna get ate. Let's go.
Boris, yes.
I'm gonna pull out like a little paring knife, and I'm gonna see if there's any like good innards I can harvest. We need the good eating.
Oh, okay. Well, hold on. Hold on.
Are kegs edible?
I'm trying to forage right now.
Yes. For sure. I gotta look at something here. Okay, sure. Yeah. Go ahead and give me a survival check, sir.
23.
Beautiful. Yes. You are able to get a pretty decent section of its neck. However, you also understand too that Ankegs are a poisonous creature. So carving this meat out has to be done very carefully, but even more so cooking it later is going to have to be done very carefully as well. So you pack away this Ankeg meat where, Boris?
I got a backpack.
Just talking in your backpack? Okay.
Yeah, I don't want a lot of it. I just want some of it. I just want, like we're experimenting.
Sure. And Boris, you pack that into your backpack, and Falcon sort of puts away his small, short dagger and tucks his bow back around onto his back. And he turns around, faces the woods, and then turns back towards the three of you. And he says, "Right then, where did they go?"
Yeah, wait. Fuck.
Where
Starts looking around.
did who go?
The mates, mate. Blue Man, Fuckboy Leon. Where do they go? Where are they?
Quickly, I would like to look around. Do I notice any signs of a struggle or tracks?
Let's have you roll a survival check, sir.
Super great. See what my modifier is. 14 total.
Beautiful. You do. You see tracks in the mud that are leading southbound towards the direction you guys were traveling as well. They are going from the campfire outwards and down the pathway leading south of the forest.
I'll point the tracks out to the group. Looks like it's this way. Let's see if we can catch up quickly.
Ooh, this is a good indicator to try and track Moonwind. Do we smell any piss nearby since he likes to go off and fucking piss everywhere?
Yeah, he does like to piss on trees.
Unfortunately, no scent of piss ruminates this air.
No ammonia in the
around
air.
you. Yeah, unfortunately.
Got it. I was just gonna try to make it easier for everybody. That's all.
The four of you sort of start to, look down at the ground, and Cloud, you point these tracks out, and Falcon says, "These guys never fucking run away from you. I feel like Moonwind is never around you fuckers ever."
It tends to wander.
He's also taken quite a few sharp objects to the abdomen.
Right, okay.
Maybe some blunt objects to the head too.
That's just his mother dropping them.
I could assume. I guess if I was
you think that's how they test out the air genasi to make sure they float? They just drop them and make
drop rocks on the head. Yeah, more than likely. I could see it. All right then, lads. Let us go then. And Falcon begins to follow the trail leading south from the bonfire, and you all, with sweat beating down your foreheads in high hopes that you have not separated too far from your friends, begin to follow closely behind. And that is where we will end tonight's session, gentlemen. Thank you very, very much. And thank all of you at home for being a part of it. This is also a very fun episode and session for you guys. We will have another episode next week, obviously, for all of you. That will more than likely be Leon and Moonwind during the transpired flailings of this session. We shall find out, and you guys will have to stay tuned. So until next time, my friends, be good to each other.
Yeah, don't forget to tune into that episode because they're cowards.
Fools.
Yeah, cowards.
Bye, everyone.